Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dave. We're back at it again with another Gremlin Tactics video. We're out here gonna come up with an interesting build on the spot, per usual. You already know what it is. We're probably gonna... It's looking like we're gonna play the Kayle if he doesn't get banned. I am a very big fan of Tank Kayle. Let me go ahead and, of course, drop the usual Tito ban. You know what I mean? Can't have anybody stopping the play. Yeah, sweet. She made it through. Yeah, we're totally playing that.
They shall tremble at
I'm
my
a very
perfection.
big fan of Tank Kayle. It is very good. So the thing with it is that her E deals execute damage. So because of that, it deals more damage the lower health your target is. So the way it works is you spend like a large portion of the round. You know what I mean? Like, just tanking a shit ton but not doing much, and the second your opponent starts to lose like any amount of health, you just start like rapidly destroying them. It's actually really fun to play. It's also really potent. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, it's a banger. This is actually the best thing we could have gotten. Sweets. Yeah, getting the Phenomenal Evil is very good. Awkward. Oh my god. 2 lethality shards? Interesting. That's gonna make our auto attacks very potent at the start of the game. I think for now, so what we're gonna do, right? Don't get me wrong, with Phenomenal Evil, we do want to get a bunch of CDR. That way we can go ahead and get our Phenomenal stacked very quickly. But we're just going to start with the Guardian's Horn. Whenever you're playing off-meta tank, typically you want to start with the Horn. Because it just, its passive blocks a ton of damage, and it makes you very surprisingly tanky at the start of the game. Man, that is very lame. I'm really hoping we end up getting a Vlad. No, that's not bad though. I won't complain about extra rerolls, I guess. Yeah, when you're playing the Tank Kayle, you always want to go max E first. And then yeah, so we're going to get the Lucidity boots, that way we can get the absolute shortest cooldowns possible. It's going to allow us to stack our Phenomenal as quickly as we can, while still remaining tanky from the Horn. We do have to be a little careful though, since we weren't able to get, if I don't get something like Phenomenal that I have to stack, I typically end up getting defensive boots, actually. So we're going to have to be a little careful because we're not as tankier as we usually are, but... Come on. No! Oh. Man, that's tough. I kept trying to put myself in a spot where I could hit both the Seraphine and the Irelia with my Q, but they just were not lining. It was very hard to get the both of them where I needed to. I'm having a hard time picking between Moonflare and Demonic. on demonic, I think we get demonic. Even though, so I think objectively on paper, like Moonflare is more damage. But the thing about it is, the on-hit auto-attack reset is actually so insanely strong that I'll end up killing my opponent faster than I want to, and I want to stack more. But also, Demonic Embrace, you get percent AP, so this is going to scale the longer the game goes. I'm trying to get to my boy here. Oh my god, it's such an unfortunate round. Oh my god, I literally can't get... Every time I'm about to throw a Q, there's like something in the way or something happens. Oh my... Oh, dude. That was just the most unfortunate series of events. Oh, no. This game actually has a lot of physical damage threats, and I also have a lot of health, so the Frozen Heart's gonna give me a lot of value. It's also gonna reduce their attack speed, which will be nice. They won't be able to kill me as fast, you know, so I'll be able to stack more. And also, it has ability haste, you know what I mean? So, all stats I want. Go. I think the move here is to go the center of the universe. This is only going to increase in damage as the game goes on. Let's go. Oh, what? Wait, how does he have a 600, 700 ability power? Be not afraid. Oh man, I think he's actually gonna do a bunch of damage for us. sweets. We will take the AP increase right here. So I got the Zeeks because like when I ult myself, it's gonna deal a bunch of damage in an AoE around me. Let's go. Yeah, we're really starting to scale now. We're starting to get to the point to where we always do just insane damage as the fight goes on. I'm really thinking about getting a yeah. This did like 700 damage this round, which you know that may not sound like much, but like remembering that I am basically building full tank. You know what I mean? The fact that it's having this much of a good of an output is pretty decent. Like if I look at like some of the squishier characters in the lobby, which are the ones who of course naturally deal the most damage, like the Rakan here's got like 2,500 HP, you know what I mean? So if I were to deal say 700 to him, dude, that's like a third of his health bar, you know what I mean? Being able to deal like a third in just one item proc is pretty good. I really gotta run here. Nice. Nice, that worked out in our favor. Man, our AP is starting to get really good now. For us having like a, you know, like 230, you know what I mean? For how tanky we are, it is actually incredible. It's gonna start making our Zeke's convergence deal a lot of damage too. I'm actually okay with this. Both the Urgot and I are really tanky, so I don't think it's that bad if we can't die. I think it'd be different if you were a squishy and it's like you get breathed on by anything and you die immediately type deal. Yeah. Since I'm not allowed to... Oh man, that's actually huge. Oh, that's just big. Yeah, getting grasp here will let us start scaling our HP, but also the heal and extra damage will be nice, but it'll keep us in the fight longer. So that's really what I want. I'm actually really worried about this this bard. Go. Our execute damage on our E is really starting to get extreme. This is where Kayle really starts to come online, especially because we're going to hit level 16 soon. Once I hit level 16, I think I'm pretty much the strongest person in the lobby. right here, we are going to pick up, I think this will just be useful for the rest of the game, we are going to pick up a Morelos. I wanted to go and get a, normally, by the way, just so y'all know, normally you get a Rift Maker here, but I'm specifically choosing Morelos for our matchups because I'm actually worried with how much things Aurelia has to deal with tanks. I'm actually pretty worried that she's going to have a ton of damage to us. She will. So I'm using this as a way to make sure that she can't heal a bunch of HP on her Qs, because I see she also has dashing as well. Let's go. Yeah, this is why... Oh my god, yeah, I'm actually so glad I took this. Yeah, it ended up reducing 857 healing this round, like a good like 850 damage. If we didn't deal 850 to Aurelia right there, like she would have cooked this. I'm 1 HP, and then it's very easily that she could have turned on the Urgot when there's no one left to make us invulnerable. So I think that was the move, honestly. I think if I would have gotten Rift Maker right here, I would have gotten cooked. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean by, like, sometimes in Arena, you have to... Rift Maker is what I want, right? And I would have liked it because it's going to scale all of our damage ceiling and stuff by a lot, right? But even though that's what I want, sometimes you have to forego what you want for what's smarter in order to be able to really do it in the end game, you know? None of the teams are on death's door. I really want the health, but I think the smart move is to take the fortune shard, sell this, and get a tank item. This will be really nice. The Spirit Visage for our Demon stance. It's already giving us a ton of healing, so we're going to get way, way more from it with this. Absolutely outplayed. Oh man, this is not good. I need to stall here. Oh, yeah, I tried. The Jhin route in Arena is very long. Yeah, unfortunately, oh, E getting 200 ability haste is perfect. Yeah, I think this is what we needed. Auto. Yeah, that's really good. That also fits perfectly with our... Why do I have two Center of the Universes? Wait, I have two of them. I don't know what I did to get two of them, but I won't complain about it. Auto. Oh my god. Oh my god! Dude, the permanent CC from them is just absolutely insane. I need something that's got tenacity, actually. I think I need to get a wit's end here. Alright, we're double juicing because we have to beat this comp. It's going to be priority for us to try and get on the Viego here. Oh my god, I needed him to get that right there. Oh. Oh my god, the Viego eviscerated us. Jesus Christ. Yo, that bro just touched me with one ability. Wow, okay. I'm in shock right now. I'm in shock. Third? Okay, I'll take that. That was still a very fun game. Very much so enjoyed the Tank Kayle. Yeah, typically, you know, this clearly was not typical. This Viego is not a typical man. A man is quite atypical in nature. You know. Usually, you don't get absolutely popped like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a very big fan of the Tank Kayle. It is very good. Usually, it scales really well into late game, and then once you hit level 16 and your autos are always doing the like bonus, like fire wave, you just start to scale out of control. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. This has been another Gremlin Tactics video by your boy. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and it really supports the channel. Hey, y'all have a wonderful day. Peace. Get you in the next video.